So I'm Will. I'm from Massachusets, Boston. Yeah, well, we were sitting down and trying to figure out what my passive noise should be, and one of them said, "Oh, you're from Boston. It should be Boston, Boston." I was like, "Okay, no, I like it. I like it." Yeah, so like I said, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I served 10 years in the U.S. Air Force, some years in the Massachusetts Air National Guard, and I did 2 years as a city councilor. And when I got involved in politics, I zoomed out into the international level of politics, and you really kind of stop and pause and think about what's going on here, and you feel like you have to do something about it. So I came in January, I spent some time in Moscow, then I came to Donetsk. I was in contact with some of the folks in Pyatnashka, the International Brigade in Donetsk, and I served there for 3 months. And then after that, I had some friends that went on to serve with the Ministry of Defense, the 137th Brigade, where we're here. And they said, "Well, come on, it's great." And so I decided to join them, and here we are. You said good skill. I didn't say it. Yeah, no, I had training. I had academic training. I was an E6. It's a tech sergeant. My job was air-based defense. It's military, police, security forces. We deal with things like drones and other things, other problems, internal, external. And yeah, I've definitely been able to apply some of those skills, leadership skills as well here. Yeah, well, I mean, look, I've heard that question come up a lot, and what I say to that is the United States and Russia are not at war. The United States has done things that are very provocative, very bad. It's been involved in other people's politics, other nations' interests, and should not be doing that. I always say, and Sergei Lavrov said this a couple weeks ago, I think that the country is ran by different people than the people that live in the country and feel a different way. I think it's important we've got an election coming up in the United States. I think it's important for people to just do their own research and kind of read about things from independent news outlets and understand what's really going on here. Understand that this started back in 2014 with our politicians coming down here and saying all sorts of different things and making all sorts of different promises. And this doesn't represent the true interests of the American people. It's not, what benefit is it for the United States to have multi-million-dollar tanks rolling down here trying to kill people, missiles firing at a beach of innocent people. What interest is that? F-16s, there's no interest to that. Our country's trillions of dollars in debt. Our country's collapsing. It's falling apart. And, it's just not, in my opinion, representative of the real interests of the American people. So when I hear that question, I don't consider myself a traitor. The United States and Russia aren't at war. And, in the future, I think that the people that caused this in my country should be held responsible for what they've done, and we can have some sort of friendship between Russia and the United States. Yeah, of course. I mean, I've worked downrange with these guys, like we say in the U.S. military, on the front, and I absolutely trust them to have my back 100%, and I know for a fact that they trust me as well. And what I always tell people is, because this is a question that comes up in the U.S. military. It's about the people that you're with. It's about the people that you're serving with. Because this isn't, to be realistic, this is a dangerous situation. We're all down here serving. We're doing our job. But what makes it or breaks it is the people that you're with. And these guys have been great. They speak English. They're professionals. They help you when you need it. If I don't have something or if I don't understand something, they're like, "Oh, Boston, иди сюда, like no problem, нормально, все хорошо." They teach me words, they teach me Russian, they help me to deal with, my girlfriend, сложно девушка, then they help me to navigate, all the complexities and the cultural differences. And again, it's about the people that you're here with, and I couldn't pick a better group of people to be here with. Oh, well, it was a joke. It started back when I first got here. They were introducing me, and they said, "Oh, it's an Americanец." I said, "Yeah, Ruski." And then after that, they laughed, and now everybody says, "Oh, yeah, he's Russian-American." But no, I love these guys. They're too kind, and I appreciate the warmth and the openness that they've had for me. I can't express it. It's crazy. I mean, it's propaganda, right? I've heard this quote so many times. Whoever wins wars gets to write the history about them, and unfortunately, on that side, there hasn't been enough liberation yet. They say what they want, and people believe it, and it's unfortunate the mainstream media in the U.S. Where was the outrage? You think about the horrible attack that happened on the beach. Where was the outrage of the terrorist attack that happened? Where was the outrage? I read in the attack in Kursk that just happened. I mean, it's a terrorist attack. A 28-year-old pregnant woman died. I think we've all seen that. Where's the outrage in the Western press for that? When you think about, this is what I was talking about when, I made my decision. Oh, what should I say? Let's see, what should I say? Победы будут за нами, да? Важно, очень важно, я думаю.